So guys, we finally have a highlighter collection. I don't actually know how many highlighters I have got around me. I have some that are in bigger palettes and I have some individual ones. I have some liquid ones and some powder ones. So we're just going to dive right into it. I'm not sure how long it's going to take me and I'm going to try not to swatch everything. So we'll start out with these two from, is it from I Heart Revolution? Yes, I've got the Praline and, the Rose Gold Glow, and that's actually, the writing's rubbing off that one now, but I got these a real long time ago. These were like some of the first highlighters in my collection, and now I'm going to struggle to open these. This is what this one looks like. So as you can see, we've got like kind of a white icier highlight and then more of a blush topper for me. This isn't really a highlight for me. I don't know, that is quite, it's icier than I thought it was going to be. I don't know if I'd be able to get away with that though, but I do feel like Makeup Revolution get a real bad rap with a lot of their formulas, but I feel like Makeup Revolution's highlighter formula in general is usually spot on. So I'm going to be keeping hold of this. I really, really like this one best. This is the Rose Gold Glow. And as you can see, I've used this one a lot more. I absolutely love this shade. This is what I always went for. But now I am more into gold. So the two together are the two from this palette and they are absolutely beautiful. I don't regret buying this at all. I do think they're super cute. Very giftable for Christmas. It is cute like a little chocolate bar, as a lot of I Heart Revolution stuff is. Yeah, I really like those. So sticking with the Makeup Revolution theme, maybe I should actually move the Makeup Revolution ones where I can access them and we'll dive into these. So we have, is this another I Heart Revolution? This is the Tasty Peach and it's in cardboard packaging. And again, beautiful highlight. It has got two different shades in this, but you can also mix them together. And I do think they're really, really good quality. And again, very giftable. Does this smell of peach? It does smell a little bit nice. I'm not sure if it's exactly peach, but really, really like this one. Then we've got two from Makeup Revolution and the collab they did with The Simpsons Treehouse of Horror collection. Absolutely loved that collection so much. We've got two highlighter palettes here. We do have the, is it Lisa? They don't really have the names on these, which I find very, very annoying, but love the packaging of this because it is obviously Simpsons themed. And then inside we have two beautiful highlights. Now obviously they're not going to work on every skin tone, but we have a super light shiny one and then a more goldy one, and they've got the imprints of Bart and Lisa in them. Again, real good quality. Did I need them? No, but is it The Simpsons? Yes. So the other Simpsons palette, this is, what is this one? Spooktacular Face Palette. Okay, it's a face palette. It's not full of highlighters like I thought. So the highlighter that is in this is the pink shade, which is called Cursed, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I really do like this little face palette. Not that we're doing specific face palettes, but here we go. All of those super good quality, and I really do like Makeup Revolution highlighter formula. Another Makeup Revolution I've got, which is a fairly recent one, is the Recently Deceased highlighter palette. It's the handbook from the Beetlejuice collab that Makeup Revolution did, and again, I've actually used this today, not that you can see me, but the theming and the packaging of this, spot on. Love the shades that are included. This one is a little bit too dark for me, but I can get away with these two. This one, especially when I've got some tan on, it is gorgeous. This is a little bit different to other things that I've got in my collection. It's a little bit goldy and a little bit pinky and a little, maybe I should just swatch this one for you and then you'll see. It is so beautiful. Love this one so much. And I reach for this all the time. Then we've got the Makeup Revolution and Soph highlighter palette. This is the newer one that she did. It's called Sugar Frosting. I do believe there was more than one shade that you could get. And inside, again, nice light frosty tones. I'm not going to swatch them all, but I've already told you I like Makeup Revolution's highlighter formula. I think they are generally good quality. They can sometimes be on the powdery side a little bit, but I feel like they do apply nicely to the skin, and especially if you put your beauty blender on the top afterwards and just bounce it in a bit. And I really do like the packaging of this one. It's a nice cardboard packaging. It feels good quality and sturdy, and I think Soph did great with the collection that she did with this. Then we've got The Simpsons Summer of Love and Makeup Revolution. I love this collection. I like it when they collab with The Simpsons. Yes, I'm a sucker for it. I can't help it. I think there was 2 highlights in this collection, maybe, and I've got the one that doesn't have a name on it. Why? Summer of Love, First Kiss, Ombre Highlighter. I'm not actually... Is it called First Kiss? Yeah, it's called First Kiss. Ignore me, it's called First Kiss. And then inside we do have a little heart-shaped mirror and a very nice looking ombre highlighter. This one is on the powdery side, but it does apply nicely. It is pretty. I think I have a video where I'm testing this and the Summer of Love collection. I did pick up quite a bit of that collection. But as you can see, even on the packaging, it's quite powdery, but it's a pretty highlight. Then we've got an extremely old one in my collection. I'm not sure if I got this in a makeup advent calendar, something like that. And it's the Makeup Revolution Highlight Palette. Is it in a specific shade? It just says 3 highlighter palette, 3 illuminators. Okay. Okay, you know I haven't used it when it's still got the plastic in it. So, taking the plastic out, which I never keep plastic in anything, look at these 3 beautiful shades. Why do I not get this out and reach for it? I think it's because I don't remember I've got it, because it's just in this plain black packaging and it's a bit like, I don't remember what's inside. But now that I've seen this, I definitely want to use it. This lavendery shade looks beautiful. And then I do believe this is the last of the Makeup Revolution. I can't promise. This is the original Makeup Revolution and Soph highlighter palette, which is an absolute staple. It is such a steal. The highlighters that are included in this, I think there's more than one formula. I think there's some baked ones. Like, you're getting such variety and it is such an affordable palette. And I feel like it does cater to quite a few different skin tones, because I definitely can't use these bottom ones here. I don't know if it goes quite deep enough, I'm not sure, but for my skin tone I can definitely get away with a lot of these highlights. And again, we've got a nice lavendery one, a pinky one, a nice light one, more goldy tones. And I do believe this is one of the baked ones, and maybe this one as well, just from looking at them. I can't actually remember. Then I have a random one here. This is the Josh Cosmetics Pressed Highlighter in Leafy, and it's got a bit of a green sheen to it. Now, if you know me and you've been on my channel before, you know I like anything that is green. Green eyeshadow, green lipstick, green highlighters. And this one is a beautiful one. It's a nice icy green and it's super pretty. Then we've got the W7 Glow Commotion Extreme Ice Highlighter. Now, everybody was going crazy for this at one time in a makeup group I was in, because it's so affordable. W7 generally are super duper affordable, and it is a really, really nice highlight. That is what it looks like. Super affordable, cute little highlight. I'm sure you can pick these up in Tesco. Then we have a Beauty Bay highlight, and I have to say I really do like the Beauty Bay highlight formula. It is really nice. However, the packaging of the Beauty Bay highlights and blushes and bronzers, it is cheap, plasticky, a little bit tacky, but that's not what we're paying for. We're paying for the actual highlight inside, and I've got this in Glaze, and it is, again, absolutely gorgeous, bright, blinding. I do like a bright, blinding highlight. That is possibly the theme that you're going to be seeing here, but this one is beautiful. I do like the formula. They are very affordable, but the packaging is not the best. Then we've got one here from Colourpop. This is the Super Shock highlighter in Still Loading. Look at this baby. Okay, I do like a funky coloured highlight as well. Purples, blues, greens, that type of thing. So this ticks that box. I have to swatch it. Oh, it feels so velvety soft. Oh, okay, I need to be using this. I need to be using this. Doing these highlighter collection videos and the other collection videos that I'm going to be doing, this is a real good way of seeing everything in my collection and reminding myself of what I haven't reached for in a while and what I really want to dig back into. Here I've got 2 of the Hojo highlighters. I bought these from Amazon, I believe. They are very affordable, and we've got them in 01 and 02. I don't know if they've got specific shade names, but the 01 is the pink, and it is fantastic quality. It actually looks quite bougie with the packaging and the way that the highlighter is in the pan. You do get a little mirror in here, and I do reach for this quite a bit actually. And the other one is more of a goldy tone, and this is super beautiful if I've got my fake tan on, which I have at the moment. Again, real good quality, and again, super giftable. And look at how much product that you get in this. I'm sure when I bought these was around £5–6, and I just think they're an absolute steal and really good quality. Okay, we'll move on to some liquid highlights now, and first up we've got the Dominique Paul liquid highlighter. What is this in? It just says 04 on the bottom, and I don't really remember using this. I probably have, and I probably liked it, which is why it's still in my collection, but I don't reach for this a lot, and now I've seen it again, I need to use it more. The tone of it looks beautiful. It is a little bit sort of pinky, champagne-y. Yeah, definitely need to reach for that one. And then we've got two here that I'm going to shake. These were from mystery boxes from Spectrum. Obviously we've got one that's a lot more gold and a lot deeper for me. I'm just trying to shake it so actually the glitter in it disperses. These are very glittery, sparkly, beautiful highlights. I have used the white one. What shades are these in? They're called the Cosmic Drops, and I think the white one is in Orb and the other one is in Dawn. I have used the white one quite a few times and it is beautiful, sparkly and bright. If you don't like a glittery highlight, you're probably not going to like this. I haven't really reached for this one very much. I don't actually know why I've got it in my collection, because it is on the extreme dark side for me, so maybe I'll get rid of this one. Next we have Dew You in the shade Claire, and it looks like a champagne-y tone. Ooh, can't get it. There we go. Yeah, it's a bit of a pinky champagne-y tone. That's what the doe foot looks like. But I need to use it more. I don't really reach for liquid highlights that often, and I should do. I just don't like it when they're sticky. That's the problem. So I feel like if it's not a good formula, I'm not going to reach for it, because if it doesn't dry down fully, I don't like my face to be quite sticky, and I can't remember what the formula of this one is like. So I definitely need to use it again before I decide if I want to keep it or get rid. Then we've got one from Tarte in the shade Sparkler. I don't have a lot from Tarte. I'm not sure if this was included in a glossy box at some point. This is on the deeper side for me. It has been used by the looks of it, and it does have a little mirror inside. But yeah, I could only really get away with this if I was wearing some fake tan, and even then it might be a little bit on the darker side for me, and I don't reach for it a lot. So maybe I'm going to declutter this one as well. Just so you're aware, this is not a declutter video. I'm just showing you my collection, but I'm just realising there's one or two things that I do want to declutter within it. This is the Nude by Nature highlighter stick in 01 Champagne, and I don't often reach for a highlighter stick either, just because I feel like I'd have to apply it with my finger rather than the actual stick, just so that I'm not taking off any makeup that's underneath. But I do remember using this one originally and I liked it, but I need to use it again and see if it still has a place in my collection. Then we've got the MUA Makeup Academy Shimmering Highlighter Powder, and this is in Pearlescent Sheen. And wow, is it pearlescent? It is very blue icy. I mean, the swirl in the pan looks absolutely gorgeous. It is beautiful, but it is very light and icy. I need to not be wearing fake tan when I'm using this one. I do like a blinding icy highlight. Then we've got two from Jeffree Star. Originally this was the first one that I got. This is in Wet Dream. It's a Supreme Frost, and the packaging is obviously stunning. This is a very glittery gold highlight, like seriously noticeable. So if you like subtle, you won't like this formula, but I'm not getting rid of it out of my collection because I think it's absolutely beautiful. And if I want to be glowing to the gods, especially at Christmas time with a nice gold highlight, this is the one that I'd be reaching for. And then the other one is an Extreme Frost in Sour Ice. Absolutely beautiful. It is, I'm sorry, I had to swatch it. It is so sparkly and stunning, and it does have green reflex in it. It is so pretty. Speaking of green, we've got another Colourpop one. This is a fairly recent one. This is from the Hocus Pocus 2 collection, and I am keeping it in the packaging because I think the packaging is stunning, and it's called Find the Book. And look at the size of this. I think it is actually a body powder, but I use it for highlight. I'm not particularly going to be using it on my body. Love the packaging, love the theming, love Hocus Pocus. And I think this is the first Soul Body product that I've picked up that's got the scent to it, and I'm not disappointed. People rave about that scent and it is gorgeous. It's got a huge mirror inside and it is delicious and green. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. Mine's a little bit dirty for some reason, and I've only used it a couple of times, but I'm so happy I have this in my collection. I do like Colourpop highlighters. I think they are fantastic. Then we're moving on to an indie brand in America. This is the Gourmande Girls Bold and Brilliant Highlighter Palette. And in this, you do get a mirror and you get 4 gorgeous shades. And I do use the deeper shade for like a bronzer topper type of thing, because obviously I can't get away with that as a highlight. But the other 3 shades I can definitely use. We've got a nice pink, a nice icy whitey one, and then we have this sort of more on the yellowy champagne-y side, and these are beautiful. It's a gorgeous little quad, and I really do like Gourmande Girls. They are amazing. Look at the packaging of this. That's so beautiful. Then we have another palette. This is the Jacqueline Hill palette, and I picked this up when it was on offer because these was expensive. When they first launched. So I wasn't going to be paying full price, but the formula of these are beautiful. Sorry about the shiny packaging, so you can see behind the scenes slightly, ruining the effect, but it's got a big mirror in it. I believe they were made in Italy, and they're all slightly different in the pan. They're all super duper special. I can't remember exactly why, to be honest, but I don't really reach for this anymore, and I'm not quite sure why, because I did really enjoy this when I first bought it, and it does feel very bougie. Maybe I need to reach for this some more, but this is the shade that I tend to reach for. What is this one called? Gleam, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I do believe there is another palette. I don't know if there's 2 more palettes or 1 more palette, but I know that there's definitely another one that has deeper shades in it if this is not for your skin tone, but really good quality, really good formula and packaging. It's very bulky. I just don't reach for it an awful lot, and I don't think it's worth the retail price that it was going for, which is why I bought it on offer. Then we have a nice affordable one. We've got the Barry Cosmic Lights highlighter palette, and I have reached for this quite a few times, and it's mainly because of the bottom shade here, which is kind of a bluey icy colour. We have some cream ones in here which are covered up, and I haven't actually peeled them back to use them because the thoughts of powders and creams together makes me feel a bit icky, but I do keep it for this shade. Maybe I should actually declutter it, because if I'm just keeping it for that one, what about this one? Maybe I would like that one. I don't know. I feel like I've got things like this. Maybe I need to declutter this one. Then we have the BH Cosmetics Aspen Highlighter Palette. I can't recommend this palette enough. I've recommended it to so many people, including my friends, and I'm like, look, if you need blinding, crazy, gorgeous highlights in lots of different shades, this is the palette you need. It is so affordable and the quality is amazing, and I can't open it. And this is what it looks like. It doesn't have a mirror inside, but it is absolutely gorgeous. If I want a crazy pink highlight, this is the palette I'm going for, and this blue is so blue, like beautiful. We have a nice lavendery shade here, we have more of a rose goldy one here, more of a lighter pink, and a real frosty white. I can't recommend this palette enough. If you're looking for a new highlighter palette, you like blinding, you like colourful, this is your one. Then we've got the Soul Main highlighter palette. This is a quad and it does have a mirror inside, and again, beautiful tones, and we have more peachy tones in this one, which I really enjoy because I do often wear an orange blush. That is my favourite, but you also do have some icier tones on this side, and I love Odin's Eye quality for everything they do in general, and especially for the packaging and the fact it is a lovely Swedish indie brand. Another indie brand from America is Unearthly Cosmetics, formerly known as Alien Cosmetics, which is why it says Alien Cosmetics on this packaging. This is the Low Light palette, and it is gorgeous. I love the packaging and the design of this, and it is like a book, and you open it, it's got a really big mirror, and then on the inside you get 6 delicious shades. And I do believe these shades are formulated so that they will work on every sort of skin tone. So even the darker ones that look like... Nope, that end, Kerry. That one and that one here, I feel like usually if I looked at highlighters like this, I'd be like, oh, that's not for me, that's not for my skin tone. But they're formulated in a way that works with as many skin tones as possible, and I love this palette and I can use all of these shades, and I would really recommend this one if you're looking for a funky different highlighter palette and you want to try some indie highlights. Then we've got the Doll Beauty highlighter palette. I picked this up quite a while ago and it was on sale. I don't believe it's worth the full retail price, I will say that, but inside I do believe it has a mirror, and I don't want to keep blinding you, which is why I'm not opening it fully, but the tones in this are beautiful. We have a nice variety, and I definitely reach for, which is the shade that I reach for the most? I think it's this one down here, and it's really annoying because you can buy these individually, but I don't have the shade names on them, underneath the pans. I do believe, yeah, they're on the back, so you can check them. Those are the shade names that are in there, but I really like this highlighter palette. I do like the quality of these highlights, and it is a really nice little giftable thing if you can get it on offer. Then we've got Sleek Makeup. I'm not sure why this is with the highlights because it does have a highlight in it, but it's also got a bronzer and a blush. Look, my collection needs sorting out, what can I say? I'm really keeping it for this blush though. That's the reason. And now I'm looking, this bronzer actually looks quite nice. Maybe I need to put this in a different drawer so I can actually dig it out when I need it and not just stick it in my highlighter drawer. We have another from Unearthly Cosmetics. This was from their mystery box. This is the Ghoul Light highlighter palette, and it has got 3 different amazing highlights in it. I mean, look at those. Obviously I've used it and it is stunning. We've got a greeny yellow, we've got a pinky red, and we have got a lavendery icy highlight, and these are absolutely stunning. You also do get a mirror. Don't think you can buy this on its own currently. I'm not sure if she is going to be bringing this out, so you can purchase it separately, but this is my favourite thing that came in that mystery box, to be honest. Really, really good quality. Then we've got the Zoe Vett Screen Queen highlighter palette, and it looks like this, and I never, ever, ever reach for it. I never reach for the middle shade or this deeper shade here. I very rarely reach for this one. I don't really think I should be keeping it in my collection. Maybe this is another one for the declutter. It doesn't stand out. Like, the formula is nice, but I've got so many beautiful highlights and there's only one shade I'd be reaching for in this one. Then we've got the BH Cosmetics Let It Glow highlighter palette. I'm not sure if you can get this anymore. It's probably limited edition for Christmas, but this one is absolutely beautiful. Obviously, I can't really use the deeper shade that's in it, but I can use the other 3. I don't know why Alexa keeps going off behind me, and it's real annoying. I really do like this, and BH Cosmetics, again, affordable, amazing brand. Shame that they've had to be bought out by Makeup Revolution, but I'm hoping they keep the same good formulas, and it's a nice little holiday palette, and I would reach for it all year round, not just at Christmas, but how cute. Then we have 2 more from Unearthly Cosmetics. They do say Alien Cosmetics on them because this is the older packaging. We've got the Danny highlight, and it is this one here. And it's got a scorpion on the inside, and it is a gorgeous sort of white shiny highlight, and has it got blue reflex in it? I can't remember. That is what it looks like, but really, really beautiful quality. And then we've got the In the Dark highlighter, which this one definitely is on the bluey side. Yes, I remembered this one correctly. This is absolutely gorgeous. Look at the shade of that. I'm sorry, but that is absolutely crazy. I do believe this is still available to buy, and the other one from Unearthly. Super, super cute. This was from the holiday collection, I believe, maybe last year. I did pick up the whole collection, and I'm not disappointed with this highlight. It definitely has a place in my collection. That blue is crazy beautiful and gorgeous for an inner corner as well. Then we have the She Glam highlighter from the Corpse Bride collection that they did. Does this have a specific name? The Beaming Butterfly highlighter, and it is sort of holographic packaging. I'm not sure how well that you are seeing that, but on the inside it is super cute. I mean, I like anything that is with a collab, especially when it's a collab of something I really like, and I really like the Corpse Bride film, and I think it's super cute. It's got little butterfly indentations in the pan, and it is more on the bluey side, but icy white as well. Nice and cute. You can buy these from Shein. I'm not sure if this is still available because it was for Halloween. Then I've got a loose highlight. This is the Sugar High Glam Light highlighter, and it is sort of in a goldy type of colour, and this is stunning. Like, I don't often reach for a loose highlight, but if I'm going to, it's going to be this one because this is blinding delicious. It sits on the skin so beautifully, and I love the shade of gold that it is. Absolutely gorgeous. I would like to try some more loose highlights because this one may have converted me. Then we've got another She Glam highlight. This is the Chromazone highlight. Now, I wanted this because it's supposed to be like a multi-chrome highlight, and I do not have the Kaleidos multi-chrome one. I can't remember what it was called, but I really wanted it, and it's expensive, and then the shipping. So I got this one from Shein, and I was hoping it would be fairly similar. It's nice. It's pretty. It's not the best in my opinion. It is more on the pinky side. Like, it's supposed to be quite iridescent. And have lots of different like multi-chrome colours in it, but I do feel like it is definitely more on the pinky side. But I'm not mad at the formula. It is a beautiful highlight. It wasn't what I was expecting. I was expecting full-on multi-chrome, but it's more pink. Then we have the only Ofra highlight that I own. I know, I'm crazy, aren't I? But this is in Rodeo Drive, and it is the mini, because these aren't cheap, but I absolutely love this and the formula. Everyone's going crazy for this one. I probably should have bought Star Island, which is the lighter one. I went for this one, and actually I can get away with it when I'm wearing a tan, and it does look really, really beautiful. The formula is gorgeous. I can see why so many people was raving about it, but yeah, I would like to collect more Ofra highlights. It's just, they're not the cheapest. They're not the cheapest. Then we've got two Super Shock highlights from Colourpop. I really, really like this formula. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I had to get the Winnie the Pooh highlight. This is 100 Acre Wood, and I really like these. I'd like to collect the lighter one that was in the Winnie the Pooh series as well. I can't remember what that one was called, but this one is very yellow. They are very putty-like highlights, and what I do is what Angelica Nyquist does and use the side of my brush to apply the highlight rather than the very end and the tip. So then it applies beautifully, and I blend it out with the tip, and it works really, really well. And I don't have another colour that's just as gorgeous and goldeny yellow as this in my collection. So I'm never, ever, ever getting rid of this. This is absolutely gorgeous. And of course, it's got Winnie the Pooh on it. Then this one is from the Avatar The Last Airbender collection. I'm not sure if you can get this anymore. It's in the shade Moon Peach. And it is a gorgeous peachy sort of, I can see a little bit of blue in it as well. It's just a gorgeous iridescent-y kind of highlight with a nice peachy tone as well. And again, super impressed that I got this. I need to collect more. Why didn't I put all the Unearthly Cosmetics together? I know, I'm asking myself the same question, but this is from the Sleepover collection, and it's the Bow and Arrow highlighter. And inside is an absolutely gorgeous pink highlight, and it's sort of like got a bit of a goldy tone to it as well. So it is really, really beautiful. I love these individual highlights from Unearthly Cosmetics, as well as that Big Low Light palette, to be honest. I just really like the quality of the highlights from that brand, and the packaging is super cute. And I did pick up the whole collection, I believe, of the Sleepover collection. I'm not sure if it's still available as a bundle, but I think you can still get hold of this highlight. Then we've got Be Perfect Cosmetics Get Wet Highlighter, and this is in Skin Sheen, and it is more of a putty sort of wet type of formula, and it's not my favourite. It's not as good as the Colourpop Super Shock highlights. It does have a little mirror. The packaging is kind of cute. This is very glittery, sparkly, noticeable. So again, if you're wanting subtle, this one's not for you. But I like the fact I've got quite a few different varieties of textures and brands in my collection, so I can use different things and have more variety in the highlights that I'm using. But I haven't reached for this one for a long while. Now I've actually seen it again, I may remember I've got it and use it. Then we've got the Spectrum highlighter. What is this in? This is the Oyster highlighter. I do believe I got this in a mystery box as well. I don't think I would have picked it up myself. This isn't my favourite formula, I have to say. It's very, very powdery, and the payoff isn't that great. I'm keeping it more because it's Spectrum and they're not the cheapest, and I really like the packaging. I mean, I do still use it and reach for it, but it is more on the powdery side. It's not my favourite. Maybe it's a little bit more subtle as well, and that's why. But sometimes you need some subtle highlights in your collection, even if you are a bright, blinding highlight lover. Okay, I have some more Makeup Revolution. I'd just like to apologise now. I didn't include those with the Makeup Revolution. We have the Lion King highlighter. Is this a specific shade? It's the Heart of a Lioness. And the packaging is a little bit... I wouldn't really say it was Lion King. It's a little bit... not what I would have picked, let's just put it like that. And then on the inside, this is an absolutely gorgeous sort of highlight blush topper type of... is it a blush? Okay, it's technically a highlighter, but for me, this would be more of a blush or blush topper shade, and it is absolutely stunning. It is really, really pretty. I'm not so keen on the packaging. Yes, I'm holding a cheese segment. I know. This is the I Heart Revolution The Cheese Highlighter, and look, some people are going to love this, some people are going to hate this, but overall, it's a cheese, and I'm very happy with it. I like anything cheese related, usually. And it is actually quite a nice highlight on the powdery side, and not Makeup Revolution's best highlight formula, but I do like the two shades they've included, and it's in a cheese, so it's going nowhere. Then we've got the Nabla highlighter. It's a skin glazing highlight in the shade Ozone. Now this is a subtle highlight, and this is what I'll go for if I'm just doing a little everyday look. I want something not as noticeable. I just look a little bit fresh-faced, and I want something just a little bit on the cheekbone, and this is what I'll be reaching for. It is a beautiful, subtle, soft formula. It's absolutely stunning, so I'd recommend this if you're not into your blinding highlights. I really like this, and the packaging as well. I think it is beautiful. Then we have Benefit Cookie, an oldie but a goodie, and I really do like this. I'm not so keen on the packaging. The Benefit packaging for blushes and highlights really winds me up. It's very, very chunky, even though I know the new ones that they have brought out are slightly slimmer. I still don't particularly like it. Is it just me? I don't know, but obviously on the inside, I've used this quite, look at that dent in there. I mean, I don't often dent a lot of makeup, but that has been used quite a lot, and it is a gorgeous formula and beautiful. It's just a nice everyday kind of wearable highlight for me. Then we've got the MUA Luxe Strobe and Glow Highlighter. I think I got this in a glossy box a long while ago, and on the inside you do have a mirror, and then it's kind of like a powdery highlight that is very sort of powdery, and to be honest, like, look at this. I don't enjoy this formula. And then I believe, is there another part to it? Yes. This is the cream highlighter underneath, which is very, very sticky. I'm going to declutter this one. This one's going. We have another I Heart Revolution. This is the Sprinkles highlighter palette, and it's called Frosted Cupcake. And inside, as you can see, there are 4 pretty shades. I'd say 2 of them are blush toppers for me. One of them's too deep and one of them is light enough for me. And it is pretty, it's nice. It's not the best formula from I Heart Revolution, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm going to be holding on to this one. Let me just swatch this one, because this one's quite orangey and I could use... Oh, okay. Okay, it's staying. Stop judging me. I wish I owned all of the Kaleidos highlighters. Unfortunately, I do not. I own Mars Melter. I'm a bit confused because I feel like some people's Mars Melters are in different packaging to this. So when I go to link it, it's not actually this one. I'm really confused by that. So if you know the mystery behind that, please do let me know. So like I say, from Kaleidos, not the cheapest, and especially for delivery to the UK, but I really do like these highlights. This is sort of a white with a pinky sheen, and I think the packaging is amazing. I just love these so much, the quality of these highlights. You can't go wrong. And I also have Ray Rider, which is obviously more of a goldeny, yellowy tone. Again, absolutely stunning. I wish I could collect all of these shades. These are amazing. And I just think they look super cute. Like, is it just me, the packaging of these? I know they are chunky, and I have moaned about chunky highlights, but these I'm very happy with. Then we've got the W7 Ice and Bright highlight. I'm not sure if I got this in PR or whether I bought this myself. I can't actually remember. Oh my god, I can't open it. This is what it looks like, and it's supposed to be a dupe for the ABH one, right? Which I do not own because that's a lot of money for a highlight. As much as I'd like to own them, not be buying the ABH ones unless they're on an extreme offer. But this one is pretty. It is on the powdery side. It's not the best formula in the world, but for an affordable little dupe, I do think it's real nice. Then we've got the bougie Pat McGrath Labs highlight. This is Skin Fetish Sublime Skin Highlighter, and this was a present from an amazing friend because I would not have been buying this for myself. It's a little rich for my blood, but I am so grateful that I got this. Look at this. I mean, I'm sorry, but how bougie, and it is stunning. It is a beautiful, beautiful formula, and I love the shade, and I can definitely wear this and it'll look beautiful, especially with my fake tan on, and I can't believe I have this in my collection. Then I have a single of the Doll Beauty highlight, and this is the Like a Diamond. I do have this in the big highlighter palette, but if I was ever going travelling, and actually this is my favourite shade from the highlighter palette, so I actually like having this in a single. It's easy to reach for and just grab out of my drawer, and like I say, if I'm going anywhere, this is the one that I'd be taking with me. It is absolutely stunning, wearable, delicious, sits on the skin beautifully, lovely formula. Did I save the best till last? Maybe. These are 4 of the highlights from the Odin's Eye Soul Mane 2 collection. I know I'm saying that wrong and I'd like to apologise. Now, the ones that I've got, I'm just going to turn them over so that you can see. These are the 2 new ones that I got in the Black Friday sale. So I haven't actually used them on the face yet. And that is Pink Star and Rose Sky, and I have had for quite a while Azure Shine and Moon Talk. And you can sort of see from the colours of the stickers what sort of colours that they are inside. And I really like this one. This is the Azure Shine, which is a little bit on the bluey side. Absolutely stunning highlights. Like the packaging for these, the best packaging for highlights, like full stop. Absolutely gorgeous. They've sort of like got a moon celestial type theme in them. So that is the blue one. And then the green one, which is my favourite, is Moon Talk. Obviously green, you know, it can't be helped. And that is there. And then the two new ones, Rose Sky. So I was just buying the ones that was actually left on the website, which was these two. And I feel like when I've swatched them out, they look exactly the same on the finger. They just both look pink, which I'm a little bit sad about because this one to me looks a little bit more yellowy and golden. So when I try them on the face, I'm going to see how different they are. But yeah, swatched on the finger, when I was in my kitchen, I was just like, they look like the same shade, they both look pink, but seeing them here now, they look very different. If you have these two, do you feel like they're super different? I'm not sure, but I'd love to collect all of these. This is an amazing formula from an amazing indie brand in gorgeous colours. And there is one called Lavender Dream that I really want to get. But that is my highlighter collection, unless I've forgotten any. I've never gone through my whole highlighter collection before. This is the first time. I am going to be throwing out a few of the ones that I said to you, and then I'm going to put them all back in my drawer, organise them nicely so I can actually see the ones that I want to be using more regularly. I might show you a close-up of the drawer when they are all organised nicely. But if you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe because I've got more collection videos coming your way, and there will be the eyeshadow palette collection, which is going to be an extremely long video. So yeah, please subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and hopefully guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!